Should we pay attention to what kind of stocks politicians buy? Maybe we should, because they might know something that we don't know. They make the laws, right? So let's take a look. Nancy Pelosi bought CrowdStrike Holdings, and she also bought Palo Alto Networks. What do these two stocks have in common? They're both cybersecurity stocks. Is cybersecurity about to become the next trend that everybody's going to be jumping on? I heard on CNBC that cybersecurity stocks are the next AI. Maybe we should pay attention. Do I have any involvement in a cybersecurity stock? Of course I do. I own Plurilock Security, which is a tiny company, but I want to show you something. So 3 stocks I'm going to talk about. 2 that Nancy Pelosi owns, and 1 that I own, and why. Warren Buffett always says, price is what you pay, value is what you get. So I'm going to show you the difference between what I'm getting in value from owning Plurilock versus what Nancy Pelosi gets by owning the other ones. So first, let's talk about Palo Alto Networks. What is the market cap? Is over 100 billion. What kind of revenues do I get for this 100 billion? I get about $7 billion of revenues in 2023. Now, those are profitable revenues. But I have to pay $110 billion for $7 billion worth of revenues. So I'm paying a price tag, or Nancy Pelosi is paying a price tag of 16 times revenues. Let's take a look at the other one, CrowdStrike Holdings. The market cap is about 95 billion. What kind of revenues am I getting for that 95 billion price tag? Well, I'm getting 2024 revenues for the year about 3 billion. So 95 divided by 3, I am paying, or Nancy Pelosi is paying 32 times those revenues. Again, those revenues are profitable revenues, but it's not huge profitability. It's not huge profitability. The company was losing money prior years, but in 2024, it was profitable. But based on revenues, Palo Alto, you had to pay about 15, 16 times those revenues. CrowdStrike, you have to pay about 30 times revenues. Okay? Now, when I'm talking about Plurilock, the price tag is about 20 million Canadian. You know what 2023 revenues were? 70 million. 70 million. So I am not even paying 1 times revenues. I am paying 0.28 of revenues. And now, those revenues are not profitable yet, but they're very close to profitability. But I am not paying anywhere close to this. If I were paying 16 times those revenues, like Palo Alto or CrowdStrike, the market cap would have to be about 1.2 billion. And it's only 20. So the stock would have to be 56 times higher in order to achieve the same valuation. If I was paying 30 times those revenues, 70 times 30, then the market cap would have to be 2.1 billion or 105 times higher in terms of the stock price. So do you see why I like to invest in small cap stocks like Plurilock. And not only this, not only am I paying so little, the upside is almost so much bigger, because what is easier to grow? Multi-billion-dollar revenue profile or $70 million revenue profile, right? As a whole, the cybersecurity market is growing. But it's easier to grow revenues when they're small than it is when they're big. And when you have a combination of you can grow revenues much faster and you're not paying very much for those revenues, the upside could be explosive. But anyway, so I'm betting on Plurilock. Nancy Pelosi is betting on Palo Alto and CrowdStrike holdings. Is this telling us that the cybersecurity trend is about to hit overdrive? I don't know. Only time will tell. But I think we should definitely pay attention to what politicians like Nancy Pelosi are doing.